Hey guys, today I'm going to take a look through my digital fashion designs that I did recently, and we're gonna do that together. So we're just gonna go through the collections that I recently designed, and hopefully we'll have a great time. Okay, I'm just gonna take my tablet. This is the tablet that I use. It's really something old and not a really professional tablet for design, but I really love it and it just works for me. It's the Samsung Tab AT515. I think I bought it in 2020 or 2019, and yeah, I've used it since. Although I didn't actually fashion design digitally then, but like it's been a couple years that I've used it professionally for fashion design, and I really love it. And this is the pen that I use, the digital pen that I use. It's not like really something special. Let me see what's written on it. It's Earldom, and I think it was about maybe 50 bucks something, or even less. Yeah, maybe 20 bucks something. And this was actually my mom's, but she didn't use it really that much because she was trying to edit her videos with this, but like it wasn't really practical for her, so I took that from her. And yeah, these are the equipments that I use. And now let's go just have a sip. But first I'm just gonna close the window so that, because my neighbors are a bit noisy, I'm just gonna close this, close the curtains. There we go. Okay. Please don't mind my clothes. Okay, so we're gonna go through our looks and what I've designed recently, and yeah, I'm just gonna take you guys through with them. Let's open this. Now, the application that I use for designing is called Sketchbook. I don't know if it's like the real name for it, but it's the name that shows up on my tablet every time I try to open it. So I'm guessing, yeah. This is the icon that it has, and I just downloaded it. I like went to the, I think it wasn't even in the Galaxy store or something. I just went on the internet and googled like fashion design applications and apps, and yeah, this just popped up and I downloaded it. I really enjoy it. I mean, the equipment it has, everything, the tools are just perfect for me. They're not super professional and difficult to use, and they're not also like really I don't know how to put it, that little to and that easy and beginner. So let's go to this. I think it's gonna open. Yeah, this is the last look that I did. It's from a collection for 2027 spring summer, and it's categorized, I categorized it as red carpet looks. Now, something special about this collection is that this collection is has something similar in every look. Actually, two things. One is the color palette in this collection, which is only these three colors. This really beautiful pink. This, I think that, yeah, recently this color has become my favorite ever because it's something between a yellow and a green. Even a little more yellow than this is my favorite, but to pair it with these guys, I use this and then a beautiful blue. Now, I want you to guess what's the second similarity in all of the looks in this collection. Now, take a look at this. Let me just bring it closer so you can see it. Okay. Are we good? Okay. This is one of the looks. This is look number 4. And let's go. Let's just turn this on. You just tap it on the head. This blue thing pops up, and this is on now. So let's go to the gallery. Okay. As you can see, this is look number 4. Now I'm going to take you guys through other looks. This is look number 3. Try to guess what's the similarity between these looks besides their color palette. Look number 2 and look number 1. We have these 4 looks so far. I'm going to try to design maybe 10 looks. I normally do 10 looks for each of my collections, but that's besides the point. Can you guess? Did you already guess what's the like clue? I'm going to tell you guys now. Do you see this like strikes of color in every look? Like this is the blue strike, this has a green strike, this one has a blue strike down this way. It even goes to the hand like here, and then also here we have a green strike. This is kind of like the vibe that I'm going for. These are all red carpet looks, but they all also have this kind of strike, and besides that they're all just one color, a monochrome look without any shades of it, and just one strike of another opposite color. Yeah. I thought it was kind of like a really fun idea. Let me just turn up my LCD brightness. Can you see guys better? Can you guys see better? Sorry. Okay. Now let's go to the second collection. Okay, where do we want to start? I think I want to start from the beginning. The first ever look that I did in this whole app was, I think this one, yeah. This one was the first look that I ever did on this, and it was the first look that I did after like maybe 2 years. I did do some paper designs, like paper fashion design, but a little bit pencil and pen and markers, but digital fashion design I didn't do for at least 2 years before this. So this was really rusty for me, but I really loved how it turned out. This was not part of a collection. I just went with it. I was kind of getting used to the tools. I was trying all the different brushes. And yeah, it kind of gives me the vibe of like a Virus/Dune movie, if you've seen it. And I really like it. Yeah, I still think about this one. So this was the first look, and this application, I don't know if you guys call it application or app, I'm sorry if that's wrong, but this app has a specific tool that is this one. Can you see that? This is a recording button, and every time I try to design something, before doing anything, I just press this one and it records the whole thing in like a time-lapse situation, and then I have a time-lapse of the whole thing. Now the thing is, the time-lapse of these things are normally and usually like 10 minutes long max. I've had 5 minutes long, I've had 12 minutes long, that if it was really long, but the first ever look that I did, which was this one, was actually 30 minutes long, which means that I approximately used 3 times the amount of times that I actually need to design now, after a little bit of practice for the last 3 months. Yeah, I think it's about 3 months that I've started again, so this was in April, yeah. Now let's get back. Okay, the second look that I did wasn't actually a look. I wanted to have some figures so I could design over them, and I wouldn't have to like design the whole figure of a body before every look, because that wouldn't make sense and that would take a lot of time. So I did this first ever figure that I designed, and this is actually still the figure that I use for my daily designs till now. And I made 2 versions of this. A black skin, this beautiful black, and a white kind of tan skin color. So I could have, I don't know, versatility maybe? I don't know, the different shades of skin. And these 2 were the next designs that I did. And after these, I went back to like single pieces. And I did this, and a lot of my friends actually loved this one. I didn't really expect this much of a positive, oh, I just made a mistake there. I didn't really expect that much of a positive comments on this look. The concept I chose for this one, I just wanted something like kind of simple so I can play with it and still get to know the tools. So I used Veil, as you can see here, the animal that lives in the sea. And if you didn't notice until now, this whole color, the big like abstract color, is actually the tail of the veil. And this beautiful necklace was also intentioned for that same tail. And this, I really don't know how to draw gold accessories, so this was kind of like, as I'm seeing it now, very fake, like super shiny, like almost like it has some lights in it. But that was not the intention. I just wanted it to be like a really gold and beautiful hard piece of jewelry. And yeah, that's it. These are all see-through mesh, like all of these. I wanted something super beautiful, and that's it. And this is my signature. I still do them still. And let's get back to it. Current sketch. Okay, the next look that I did was this one. Now that I look at it and kind of see it, it's not really bad. I actually kind of like it. It has its own vibe. It's like a gothic, dark vampire era look. I didn't have a specific concept for this one in mind. I just went with it. I wanted to try some new color palettes, and I still wanted to like just try everything. As you can see, like these backgrounds, like this new mesh that I did. I tried to have like a textured mesh, and I tried to remember how to put shade in a black fabric and those kind of stuff. Now that I look at it, it's really not that bad. It's beautiful. But in that time that I designed this, I really hated this. I don't know why and what was the problem with it. I just did not like this at all. But now that I look at it, it's not bad at all. So that was that. Let's go back. Now, after this was these 3 pieces. These are the only non-fashion design arts that I did in this specific app. I just wanted to, like, you know, fool around with the tools, the brushes, the colors. I wanted to learn and be comfortable with the app, so I just did these. This was the first one. I'm not going to go into them because, like, they're not really that special. And this one, I maybe wanted to try to make some backgrounds for my looks, but I ended up not using this anymore. And then this one, I kind of just wanted to learn how to take a look that I almost did, like design that I did before, and just I wanted to make sure that I can reuse them in another look without damaging the first 5. So that's why I used this kind of look. Now let's get back, and now that I think about it, at the moment my thoughts was like, this could be a beautiful poster for kind of a nude photo shoot for a celebrity. As you can see, they would be nude and naked while shooting, and then we could like edit these light strikes. As you can see, I had a little strike over here to hide her breast and her necessary parts, and this would be a really beautiful photo, I would think. Now let's get back, and now we're getting to the serious stuff. Now, the first little collection that I did in here, which was actually the first collection that I did fully digitally. I did have a collection before in 2023 or 2022 actually, but I first designed all of those looks on the paper and I colored them. Oh no, actually I didn't color them. I just did the sketch and then I took a photo of them and I put them in my computer, and then I used Adobe Illustrator to color them and make a portfolio. It was for my class project. But now, this was actually the first ever collection that I did fully digitally. I designed and sketched the whole thing on the app and digitally because I was getting more comfortable with this. And let me tell you, I have a lot of feedbacks from all of the people that this collection that I'm going to show you guys now is their ultimate favorite look and collection from my works. The name is Feelings, as you can see. I don't know if you really can see though. Look, the name is Feelings, okay? Now let's get into it, sorry. Here, it contains 10 looks. It's a couture collection, and I designed it for 2026. It's like my couture 2026 collection, and the theme, as you can probably guess by listening to the name, was feelings. How it would work is that I would go to my sister and I would ask her, give me a feeling, and she would say like childhood love, the love that you feel when you're still young and immature, and it's sweet and bitter at the same time. It may be toxic, but it's passionate, you know. And I would turn that into a look, a couture look. Now, the first ever look, and also I loved also the backgrounds of every one of these because I did them not matching each other, and kind of was like a signature for these looks because they were so beautiful to me and so time consuming. This was Anger, as you can see. I used black plus burgundy and red, striking red, because anger was like kind of like symbolic for blood to me. Now, these kind of thorns were representing the strike of anger, and these kind of blades, as you can guess, are like representing the anger itself. But the signature thing that I did here, and I really still love it to this day, is this part. As you can see, these blades are the anger itself, and they grew and went over the mouth. I did this because I wanted it to make us feel like the anger, as though as it may feel like freeing when you're angry and you get like broken. I don't know how to like explain it. When you scream and shout and put your anger towards something, it may be freeing in that time, but it's also suffocating. Like it can silence you too and hurt you too. That's what I wanted to do with this, and this was the first look. Now let's go back to the second look, which was the feeling numbness. Okay, numbness was the second feeling that my sister told me to do, and I felt like numbness is something only white, although white is my absolute favorite color after yellow, but I felt like numbness had no saturation, so it would be just white. It obviously would have something covering the eyes and the mouth because it's just silence. It silences you like in a really bad way. And also I added this kind of like weights that would hold her back. It was a look that kind of showed numbness in a special way. And in my mind, if it was a runway situation, the model would have to drag these really heavy weights on the runway, and that would resemble the actual feeling of like numbness that is so dragging you down. And yeah, that kind of was like the goal. Other than that, it was just like simple ropes of white. Now let's get back to look number 3, which is the one we talked about earlier, childhood love. I wanted it to be big, I wanted it to be passionate, colorful, orange, pink, red, but also, and especially, look at this halo over her head. It's like showing the purity and simplicity of a child. Not like a child, a baby, like a teen or a person in their 20s who fall in love and they know nothing about it. But also these black heads of these thorns, which resembles the toxicity of a love, a first love, a childhood love. And also I still really like the shoes. The points of the shoes are shaped in a heart. I really like that. Yeah, this was a really favorite look of mine and I still love it. Now let's get back. Okay, look number 4, prosperity. Prosperity was something that my sister told me, and after I showed her this look, she said, oh my god, I did not expect this to look like this. She said prosperity to me looks like something floral, big, full of colors, but to me, side note, I do not like gold on myself. That's the funny part, because I really like these gold accessories for it. But to me, prosperity just looked simple, like only beige and some gold accessories, wind going through her scarf, and yeah, that's it. I don't know why, but I still love the shape of the hat that I did. And that's it. That's the prosperity. And for me, prosperity means freedom. So that's why this outfit is so comfortable. The shoes are not heels and she can move. She has mobility. And that's why I designed this. Let's get back. Look number 5. This was a favorite of my mom. Balance. I really like it. And the funny thing is, I normally don't use any gold in my accessories, as I said before, but in the looks that I did for this collection, gold was resembling maturity and freedom and peace. That's why it was in all of the kind of like the good feelings. Now, this was the favorite part of mine in this look, because this kind of like headpiece held all of this tent thing together. And I also love the shoes, because these kind of like rotate like a gold point of the shoe, the boots. Now let's get back. Look number 6, which was the feeling that I asked my dad, and he said hope. I still love this to this day. It kind of reminds me of the Statue of Liberty in a really good way, and I did not think about the statue while designing this, so that was really impressive to me. And yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna fasten the pace a little bit so that we don't take a lot of time, but I'm really enjoying this right now. The next look would be sadness. Now, there was some mixed feelings about this between my family members and I, because they said blue isn't a really sad color. Like, why would you draw sadness so powerful and so elegant? It's a small feeling, it's weak. But to me, sadness was not a weak feeling at all, because sadness can consume you. Depression and all of that is so powerful, and we underestimate it. That's why I wanted to show the feeling as it was to me in my eye. The suffocating, hand-holding, like big dark energy of a feeling that if you're not careful with it, it can consume your life. I wanted to I wanted this look to be like kind of a warning for sadness. And yeah, that's it. And I think I used blue because of the term I'm feeling blue. That may have impressioned that on me. Next look, we have growth, another favorite in my family members. I used black because I wanted it to this part of the dress, the lower part, to resemble the life, the past life that she had, the old life that she had, and then these gold like strikes that grow out of her life, and then she like kind of like gets her wings, you know. I also love these two accessories. This one goes over her chin a bit, and this one is around her arm. And the last look, no, not the last, sorry. The